Hit that like button, double tap, man, vertical, man. Shout out everybody up in here, man. I appreciate y'all for joining me, man. Hit that like button, man. Let's talk about some shit. What's good, y'all? What's good, y'all? We loud and clear. Drop a one in the chat. We loud and clear this morning. Top of the noon, actually. Shout out everybody coming up in here, man. Double tap, double tap. What's good with y'all? Trey, what's up? Zane, what's up? Angela, what's up? Appreciate everybody coming up in here, man. Stomp on that like button. Respectfully. Let's get the views to match the likes and the likes to match the views. And what do you know, y'all? Crazy shit. As last night, as I was exposing the situation that was going on out there at Alligator Alcatraz, was fucking with, as we were breaking that shit down, Donald Trump was out there, yo. Donald Trump was down there at the Alligator Alcatraz. And yo, this dude is bugged the fuck out, bro. Alright? This ain't the same Donald Trump that everybody was rooting for. This ain't the same Donald Trump that everybody thought had our back. This is a complete different Donald Trump, yo. Stop on the like button, yo. I never voted anyway. I don't vote. I don't vote. I never voted a day in my motherfucking life. Shout out everybody up in here, man. What's good with y'all? What's good with y'all? Y'all see this joke shit? It's all a joke. Shout out everybody that's coming up in here, man. This trial, this verdict is all a joke, right? One big fucking joke. One big fucking joke, bro. Shout out the whole Fire Flame Nation. Everybody that's coming up in here. Stomp on that like button. If everybody thought, drop a one in the chat if y'all actually thought P. Diddy was going to be guilty of all charges. Yeah, put your money up. Winston, I bet you I dust your ass. I bet you I dust your ass. I bet you I dust your ass, Winston. Don't judge no book by its cover. I'll smoke your ass on that math shit. Shout out everybody up in here, man. All the trolls too. Shout out all the trolls, man. Shout out Mom Dukes for staying the night with Diddy too, man, because she got the drop for me. Shout out Mom Dukes for that. She got the drop. Shout out to my Dukes, James. She definitely got the drop, right? She did something your mother wasn't able to do. Ain't that crazy? And your mama taught my mama everything she know. And my mother was able to do something the teacher, which is your mother, wasn't able to do. Shout out everybody up in here, man. Like, share, subscribe, man. A lot of people don't even know that we live right now. What's up, Evan Almighty? What's good? Just trying to shout out the chat before I get started. A lot of people is live right now. A lot of people are live. Like everybody in the YouTube streets is live at this moment. Know what I mean? The topic is exactly what the title says, but it has a deeper meaning. Because a lot of people don't know, like I was explaining last night, what that Alligator Alcatraz is for. Don't y'all know the law has been passed, okay, for Americans to be deported as well? Don't y'all know Americans can be deported? And it's nothing a federal judge or anyone in the United States can do about it. Don't y'all know Trump done overrode that shit? Nobody's paying attention. We, as American citizens that was born in this country, we can now be legally deported the fuck up out of here. Y'all know that, right? And a lot of people don't know that the Alligator Alcatraz, like I tried to explain to y'all last night, it's actually, all right, a detention and a holding facility, all right, for people like me and you. For people like me and you. For people like me and you. And the crazy thing about it, y'all, as I was breaking this shit down last night, Donald Trump was out there. Donald Trump was out there. You know what Trump said? Trump said, we need more police officers and more bodyguards in the form of alligators. We need more police officers, more bodyguards, and more people on duty in the form of alligators. Crazy, right? Only thing they're concerned about is the Diddy trial, right? Shout out everybody up in here, man. I mean, shout out the whole Fireflame Nation up in here, man.
Alcatraz. Let me explain. Florida Attorney General James Othmeyer, under emergency authority granted by Governor DeSantis, has begun constructing a temporary detention center in the heart of the Everglades. Othmeyer unofficially dubbed the facility Alligator Alcatraz, referencing the infamous San Francisco prison surrounded by water, making escape nearly impossible. In Florida's version, its name derives from the implication that alligators would serve as the natural barrier. Site occupation began on June 23rd under emergency powers. Construction is set for July at an abandoned Dade Collier.
Did y'all hear that? Site occupation began on June 23rd. Pay attention to that numerology. Pay attention to the numerology. They said the site occupation began on June 23rd. Like I was explaining to y'all, they said they put this site together in 8 days, but when I am already hearing y'all that this was already a secret government site. All right, this was already a secret location where a lot of things was going on out here at this facility. But let's continue, man. Hit the like button. Pay attention.
Possible. In Florida's version, its name derives from the implication that alligators would serve as the natural barrier. Site occupation began on June 23rd under emergency powers. Construction is set for July at an abandoned Dade Collier airfield in Big Cypress National Preserve. The center is expected to house 1,000 to 5,000 detainees in temporary structures like heavy-duty tents and trailers, with the surrounding swamps and wildlife acting as natural security. The project will cost roughly $450 million annually, or $245 per bed per day, largely funded through Federal Emergency Management Agency FEMA reimbursements. FEMA reimbursements allow the state to front the costs and later submit them for review. If eligible under emergency rules, FEMA sends funds back. However, FEMA is traditionally used for disaster relief, not immigration enforcement, and the relevant program within FEMA, the Shelter and Service.
No shit. I know the site itself has been there for decades, but it wasn't a fucking what? Detention center though, was it? Was it a detention center? And was it publicly known as a detention center? Diver. Alright? So you the one who got the elephant ears. Okay? So keep on flapping your motherfucking wings.
Services program has only $625 million in funding. National security expert Patrick Eddington told Time the fund is already slashed and burned. On saving costs with natural defenses, Uthmeyer said, "You don't need to build a lot of brick and mortar. Mother Nature does a lot on the perimeter." Critics raised concerns about detainees' rights and environmental harm. Jared Jacobs from the Love the Everglades movement told local media at a protest, "Alligator Alcatraz is not good for our people. It's not good for our environment. It's not good for our quality of life." What do you think about Alligator Alcatraz? Let us know in the comments.
Shout out everybody that's coming up in here now. Like I was explaining, man, all right? I'm also hearing at this site that they're naming Alligator Alcatraz, all right? Let me just put the disclaimer up in here, man, because YouTube has been tripping, man. Everything that I'm breaking down on this live is for entertainment, educational, and research purposes only. Educational, entertainment, and research purposes only. All right? Now, like I said, I heard that this particular site, even though we know a swamp, it's actually a breeding ground for all kinds of reptiles, alligators, pythons, and things. But I'm hearing that they have been, like multi-breeding, meaning, okay, they're adding more gators and pythons into this area where this facility is at, making it nearly impossible to escape if someone was to escape. Now, I want to show y'all something else here, y'all. What was very striking. Alright? Show y'all something here. Because they got everybody's undivided attention looking left when actually individuals should be looking right. You know what I'm saying?
Touring a new and controversial migrant detention facility in Florida, which conservatives are embracing as a symbol of the administration's immigration crackdown. The president, alongside Florida Governor Ron DeSantis and Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem, visited the detention center that's become known as Alligator Alcatraz, and for good reason. The facility is situated on the site of an old airstrip in the Florida Everglades, and that sparked protests over both environmental and humanitarian concerns. In addition to the oppressive heat, it is surrounded by swampland inhabited by all kinds of swamp animals. We're not kidding here. The president, though, says he is touting these conditions as a feature of the facility.
Hear that? A feature. A feature. Pay attention.
We don't always have land so beautiful and so secure. We have a lot of bodyguards and a lot of cops. The form of alligators, you don't have to pay them so much. But I wouldn't want to run through the Everglades for long. We'll keep people with us and we'll speed.
NBC News senior national politics reporter and Florida.
Okay, so what do you know, y'all? At the time when I was breaking this situation down, Trump was actually out there. He was visiting this facility that they're claiming is for ICE detainees. Now, what I have been explaining y'all, okay, that allegedly some crazy shit is about to jump off here in America, and it's going to actually have the people at war with each other. You know what I'm saying? I was explaining this last night. We, the people of America, are going to be at war with each other. We're not going to be at war with the other country itself. All right? Now, this facility is just one. It has been multiple facilities, like I was explaining last night, that has been being built all around the United States. Secret facilities just like this. This is just one that they revealed to the public. And I'm here to tell y'all that it is many, many more. Now, they're saying that this Alcatraz, this Alligator Alcatraz site is not only, all right, a place where as though they're going to be holding individuals when this alleged war on U.S. land pop off, but they also saying that this is possibly one of these torture type sites. All right, I'm hearing that this site, I'm hearing from a lot of reliable resources, man, that this site was already occupied, all right, by U.S. military and government agencies for a long time. All right, and it already was some things taking place out there. All right, and I won't be surprised as time go on, we will start to learn about the history of this Alligator Alcatraz, because like I said, man, this place has been out there a lot longer than what they have been telling us. Apologize about that. Shout out everybody up in here. I don't get it. They said looking over these comments, shout out the whole nation, man. I see y'all up in here, man. Al Bunny said, yeah, the Everglades can be nasty, but it's not the death trap they want you to believe. By keeping your eyes open, keeping a stout stick or even a broom handle in hand will make a difference. Travel. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate appreciate y'all because this whole situation with Sean Diddy Combs is a joke. Now, you do know also that after this bullshit verdict came in, all right, his lawyer is asking for Sean Diddy Combs to be released, y'all. And to be honest, this whole goddamn P. Diddy trial was scripted. Believe it or not, this whole P. Diddy trial was scripted. All the way down to the individuals that's going on these platforms doing interviews and all this shit, showing up at the courthouse every motherfucking day for no reason at all. What did you just do? What did you just accomplish? Everybody that was going there claiming that they're supporting the victims, they're full of shit. They're not going there to support no victims. They're going there being fucking groupies. That's what they're there for, being groupies. Every celebrity or high profile person they see, they running up to them. The fuck? How is this justice for the victims? What the fuck we doing here? Like I said, man, a lot of people act like they going out there, you know what I mean, in support of the victims and things like that, trying to get awareness out. Let me tell you something, man. A lot of motherfuckers out there just for clout, just to be seen. That's it, and that's all. And you can definitely tell. And not only that, now that this verdict has came in, how do y'all feel? I know y'all feel real stupid, right? Right? Respectfully, I know y'all feel real stupid how the justice system literally done play games with y'all. Literally done play games with y'all. How the fuck, before this trial started, they made P. Combs look like the worst individual that you ever can meet. And now, as things start to play out, everybody that was saying put Diddy under the jail is now saying free Diddy. Right? Do it make any sense? Do it make any sense? Straight game. And then they talking about they come in with a partial verdict. Am I bugging? Because I don't think I never heard of a partial verdict in my life. Have y'all? I'm keeping it 100, bro. Have y'all ever heard of a partial verdict in y'all fucking life? What is a partial verdict? It's like they making up shit as they go along. A fucking partial verdict. Are y'all serious here? And like I said, all these trafficking talks and things like that, for him to be found not guilty, bro. Not guilty. And where's all the video at that they claim they had? Hit the like button, y'all. Shout out everybody up in here. I gotta talk about this for a minute. We gotta go deep for a second because a lot of people have forgot about what was going on when this situation first popped up and what they said that they was going to be bringing to the forefront that they never brought to the forefront. They said that they was going to be showing the videos. They said that they had clips and all kinds of shit, and we ain't seen nothing. Nothing at all. Where it all went to? Where it all went to? If they said that they had P. Diddy secretly, remember, yo, pay attention. Don't allow these people, all right, to run shit over your head and under your feet. All the secret recordings that they say P. Diddy was recording people without their knowledge and all that shit. What happened to all that? And where is the proof of all that? Where is the proof of all that? Hit the like button, y'all. We got over 50 plus. All right. The algorithm is very cluttered right now. Everybody is live. Shout out to them and everything that they got going on, man. But let's make the views match the likes and the likes to match the views, man. We only got 25 likes and 50 plus up in here. Where's all this evidence that they claimed that they had to support their claims that was going to put Sean P. Diddy Combs away for life? Forever. Let me tell y'all what this was all about. To destroy the image, the character, the culture. That's it, and that's all. It's to destroy the image, the history, and the culture of Bad Boy and P. Diddy. This ain't got nothing to do with Cassie. This ain't got nothing to do with no freak-offs. This ain't got nothing to do with no secret recordings. This got everything to do with that alcohol brand shit. This got everything to do. P. Diddy already knew they were coming for him, bro. This is why he said we need our own African American party. P. Diddy already knew they were coming, bro. P. Diddy already knew that. He started speaking out against these people and everything. But, like I said, let's get back to the initial forefront of all this. Where all this evidence that they say that they had? No, this was a baby oil trial to promote Johnson & Johnson's baby oil. Really? Really? Where all these chemicals that they claim that was in all this baby oil, they ain't find shit. It all was a lie. It all was a lie. It all was a lie. They said he had cases and cases of baby oil. They made up so many lies and rumors on P. Diddy just to destroy his character, just for him to be found not guilty. Make it make sense. This goes to show you this was a situation where you was destroying someone's character. And they have nothing to do with the things that they were doing as far as breaking the law. They said he went to Target, bought all the baby oil and all this weird man shit. What was the whole narration of this baby oil shit? Shout out everybody up in here. What was the whole... I don't get it. If you ask me, it just was a fucking way to normalize. Because remember, all right, you have people that look up to people like Sean Combs and all these high-profile individuals, and they see and they make a narrative as if they're involved with all this weird, freaky activity, all right? It would actually be a way for individuals to actually partake in the same type of situations that P. Diddy and these folks were doing because they look up to them. They're influenced by them. They're normalizing the bullshit. Like I said, it was no reason for them to even put baby oil even in the situation at all. This is a way for them to normalize using baby oil in sexual active ways. I'm just keeping it real. Shout out everybody up in here, man. Shout out the whole nation. This whole trial was a script. This whole trial was a script. All right? The whole trial was a script. The jurors is a script. The judge is a script. The lawyers is a script. The DA, all of them. This some shit you see in a movie, bro. All this is scripted. That's what I honestly believe. This is scripted because let me break something down to y'all as I strategically drop my first bomb. Now, they say, check this out now. They claim no cameras are allowed in the federal courthouse, right? Watch this shit, y'all. Strategic dismantlement. They claim cameras is not allowed in federal courthouse, right? So tell me something. Somebody explain this. Like I said, we haven't seen Diddy not one time in handcuffs, in the courtroom, or anything, right? Now, Mr. R. Kelly himself, strategic drop, has similar charges like P. Diddy, right? Right? Wasn't those cameras in the courtroom with R. Kelly? Haven't we seen R. Kelly in the federal courthouse, on TV, on camera? Hit the like button. Let me say it again. Haven't we, since R. Kelly done caught this federal RICO indictment, basically the same shit P. Diddy got, right? R. Kelly had cameras in there. So why Diddy ain't got no cameras? Make it make sense. R. Kelly had cameras. It was cameras all in the courtroom with R. Kelly. We could go look up shit right now. Where's the R. Kelly is coming into a federal courthouse in Manhattan with cameras. The same federal courthouse that they claim ain't no cameras can come in, that Diddy trial is going on. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Right? Because we got the receipts, don't we? Okay, anybody can do this research. Anybody can do this research. Check it out, right? Easy work, right? You see, this is the same thing that they showed us with Diddy, right? You see this, right? They showed us paintings and shit, but they also showed Kelly in that motherfucking courtroom. Plenty of times. Plenty of times. Haven't we? Haven't we? Since this case, with the situation with R. Kelly, how many times have we seen R. Kelly in court? Huh? How many times? And how many times have we seen P. Diddy? You see what I'm saying? See, when the shit first popped off, y'all, this is what they were doing right here. They were showing us paintings and shit. You see? But then all of a sudden, the goddamn cameras made their way into the courtroom. Somehow, some way. Right? The same Manhattan courtroom that P. Diddy trial is taking place in right now. The federal courthouse in Manhattan. So while we haven't seen P. Diddy inside the federal courthouse in Manhattan, but R. Kelly is there. Make it make sense. Strategic drop. One of the best to do this shit. One of the best to do this. And like I said, bro, they hit people with so much shit over our head and under our feet. Nobody paying attention to nothing. Nobody paying attention to nothing. Do we see the charges R. Kelly got charged with? Compare R. Kelly charges to P. Diddy charges. Tell me what you got. Tell me what you get. You basically get similarities, right? Not twins, but you get similarities in them charges, in them cases. Similarities to the point where as though the feds pick it up and you get tried in the same federal courthouse in Manhattan that Diddy is getting tried in. But it's cameras in there. But why there ain't no cameras in the Diddy trial? You know why? Because it's cap. It's cap. And like I said, people could say whatever the fuck they want, bro. People could say whatever the fuck they want, bro. Listen, they're making people sign NDAs and everything, bro, before they go in that courthouse. They can say whatever they want. I know for a fact they're making individuals sign NDAs before they go in that courthouse, stating that they cannot actually speak on what they actually see or seeing or hearing inside of that space. All right, just like any other NDA that has to be signed to keep your fucking mouth closed, right? Right. Those are the type of NDAs that you have to sign before you get in that fucking courthouse. Ain't nobody gonna tell me. They shouldn't be lying to something. They seen Diddy. They seen Diddy in the courthouse. Diddy in the courthouse. They lying. They lying their ass off, bro. Don't y'all think if Diddy was actually there in that courthouse, they would have showed us by now? What are they hiding? Because like I said, they show R. Kelly. They show R. Kelly, right? Right? Not one time, not two times, multiple times. Multiple times. Multiple times. But with this Diddy shit, they keeping it locked down. Shout out everybody up in here, man. All right, shout out the trolls too, man. Shout out all the trolls, man. Diddy was there in court. Prove it. Show me. You can't show me. The news can't show us. Nobody can't show us where Diddy at, right? Right? We haven't seen Diddy with our own eyes. It's just word of mouth. We haven't seen no motherfucking Diddy. You're lying, bruh. You lying. And Diddy is not in that courthouse. Shout out everybody up in here, man. Okay? I'm telling you. Respectfully, right? You see what type of weirdos and trolls come all in the comments and shit? You see what I'm saying? And I just was speaking on this last night, right? That people literally follow you for different reasons. They follow you because, nah, man, they like what you're doing. They respect what you're doing. They follow you because they like to troll you. They follow you because they like sick in the head and they got other intentions and shit like that. Like I said, man, if you look how people just come into people's lives and troll people just for no reason, right? When the individual know where you're going to be at every day, all day, for the next month or two, can you imagine what's going through their head? If they come all up in your chat saying all kinds of weirdo shit, right? And they see you going live every day. Imagine if a motherfucker know your location and where you're going live at every day and where you're going to be at what time every day for the next month or two. You see what I'm saying? This is why I said out there at that courthouse, going live for clicks, views, and shit, it's a very bad idea because we can see the type of mentality some of these individuals are on. Now, I mean, everybody elevator don't go all the way up, bro. Some people shit go up halfway to the first floor and right back down to the motherfucking shaft, man. Everybody elevator don't go all the way up, bro. You know what I'm saying? This is why you have to be very, very careful, bro. Because you don't know what these people are thinking, where their mind frame at, what type of trauma they have been exposed to in their life. You know what I'm saying? You just don't know. It could be a topic that you were covering and they just don't like the way that you broke down that topic. Anything. You know what I'm saying? Anything. You know what I mean? Like I explained to y'all, man, being a content creator right now is one of the most dangerous jobs in the world. It used to be a rapper, they said. Being a content creator is one of the most dangerous jobs in the world, bro. Seriously. Shout out everybody up in here. Somebody said they seen him at least 20 times, but ain't got at least one picture. Imagine that, man. Imagine that. Somebody said they seen him more than one time. More than 20 times, but they ain't got not one picture. Okay? Now, y'all heard about the situation that's going on with R. Kelly, right? As I strategically bring this in and align it together right now. But this situation that's going on with P. Diddy and the verdict and everything coming in with the hype of the trial. Also, in the midst of all this, we got what? R. Kelly allegedly, fighting for his life. Not fighting for his life, far as jail-wise, but health-wise. He's saying that them people in there trying to get him. He's saying that them people in there trying to poison him, trying to take him out. They're trying to do something to him. But what I find very odd and very strange that all this is coming out in the midst of the Diddy shit and all this other shit that's going on in our country and exactly what's going on overseas. You see what I'm saying? It's a big distraction, y'all. A big distraction. Those content creators inside the courts say that they see Diddy. Right. 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 And no disrespect. I'm the Pope. Right? I tell you, I'm the Pope. Are you going to believe it? I'm just keeping it real, man. How many times content creators say a lot of things on here? You know what I'm saying? How many times do content creators say a lot of things on here that's obviously not true, or come to find out that it ain't got no what? Truth to it at all. Let me ask y'all. It's over 50 plus in here. Let's go keep it real with everybody. Drop a 1 in the chat if y'all believe Diddy is in that courtroom. Drop a 2 in the chat if y'all believe Diddy is not in that courtroom. Because if he was in that courtroom, why the camera's not in there? The camera's in there for R. Kelly. It's all about what? Media coverage, right? Media coverage, right? So how big would the media coverage be if they show Diddy himself? It'll blow, right? Right, but why they not showing it? Why they not showing them? But they show R. Kelly shit. You know what I'm saying? That's just something to think about. The media coverage had this Diddy coverage, or the media has been taken. The media, YouTube streets, Instagram, all social media platforms by storm. By storm. Y'all seen with the YSL trial, even though that was state, you seen all the attention it got. You know what I mean? When they were covering that, we seen how much attention the R. Kelly situation got before this Diddy situation even jumped off. We also seen, all right, media outlets going inside of the courthouse. Not one, not two, but multiple media personnels going inside the same Manhattan courthouse. Okay, check it out. Yo, I got the receipts. Okay. Strategic drop. One of the best to do this shit, boy. What I tell y'all? What it say? What it say? Yes, R. Kelly was convicted in 2021 in a Brooklyn federal court. Right? Right? The same federal courthouse. Where who is at? Where who is at? P. Diddy, right? P. Diddy is in that same fucking courthouse, right? 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 Somebody make it make sense, because that's all I do. That's all I do. That's all I do. Stomp on the like button. Shout out everybody up in here. What did it say? R. Kelly was convicted and he was tried in the Brooklyn Federal Courthouse. What is the charges? Racketeering and sex trafficking. Strategic drop. Like I said, the similarities in the case with R. Kelly and P. Diddy are basically the same. They are basically the same charges. The same charges R. Kelly got is the same charges P. Diddy got. The same exact thing. Okay? And it was cameras all in the courtroom covering this R. Kelly situation. Right? But nobody is nowhere to be found in the courtroom when it comes to what? The Diddy situation. Make it make sense. Do anybody have any motherfucking answer for this? Do anybody have any answers? All them shit popping motherfuckers that y'all were popping all that shit. What y'all got to say now? Do y'all actually believe Diddy is in there? Do y'all believe Diddy is in there? We got over 70 plus. Can I get over 70 likes? Hell no, Diddy is not in there. Because this is the same courthouse R. Kelly was tried and convicted in with the same fucking charges. And we haven't seen Diddy yet. We haven't seen Diddy yet. Make it make sense. Strategic drop. Goes to show you, individuals don't be doing their research. Like I said, bro, they allow so much shit to hit us in the face. We'll be thrown off by allowing shit to go over our head and under our feet. R. Kelly got the same type of charges, similar. Racketeering, sex trafficking. Right? Right. P. Diddy, racketeering, sex trafficking. Right? Right. Brooklyn Federal Courthouse. Right? Right. R. Kelly on camera, in handcuffs, orange jumpsuit, on TV. Right? Right. P. Diddy locked up orange jumpsuit, no camera, no photos. We don't see shit. Nothing. They just want us to believe it. I believe R. Kelly is serving his real life sentence. I believe they really got R. Kelly. But they gonna have to prove this Diddy shit a little bit more to me. Because ever since they got Diddy in that fucking hotel that they claimed that he got locked up in, that shit was cat. We never seen no body cam footage. Hit the like button. Strategic drop. Where the body cam footage of them arresting P. Diddy? Where's that at? Fuck the body cam with all this fucking footage that y'all say that y'all confiscated from P. Diddy mansion. That y'all was going to show to the court that was going to guarantee a guilty verdict. Where'd it go? Where all them fucking hard drives that y'all say y'all had? Make it make sense. Gene Deal, I know you feel stupid, Gene. You coming out there running your big fat ass mouth, okay? Instead of keeping up and worried about your goddamn health. Alright? You sitting up here going to all these platforms, trolling, running your mouth because you are a slave and a puppet for these people too. And if y'all can't see that shit, y'all can't see that Gene Deal is the puppet for these people. Gene Deal was the main one setting all that shit up for Diddy. Let me tell you something. Why Diddy did not get charged. Let me tell you why he's not found guilty for sex trafficking. Let me tell you why. Because if they would have found P. Diddy guilty for sex trafficking, they would have had to find Gene Deal guilty too. Because Gene Deal was going to get the fucking females, bringing the females back up to the room, to the mansions, and guarding the fucking door. It's impossible for them to charge Diddy without charging Gene Deal. This shit don't even make sense. That's why I say Gene Deal to open up a door for his own self. After this Diddy trial shit is over with, everybody gonna flip on him. Everybody gonna flip on Gene Deal. Watch what I tell you. Everybody gonna flip on Gene Deal, and everybody gonna fucking realize that Gene Deal was telling lies for many, many fucking years. Alright, and P. Diddy was also paying Gene Deal. A lot of shit that went on out there in LA with the Biggie situation, P. Diddy put Gene Deal in place. This is why Gene Deal still continued to work for P. Diddy after the Biggie situation. If he felt as though Diddy did big wrong and all fucked up and had him set up and killed and all this weirdo shit that he claiming, why you still continue to work for him then, nigga? The fuck you think you talking to? You was with Diddy ever since he was with Uptown. When he came out of Uptown. I won't be surprised if you was there at the secret meeting him and Clyde Davis did. Gene, your day coming, bro. Because like I said, you went on these platforms and you ran your mouth too much. You talk too much. They never shut up. Like I said, this whole shit is all fabricated. Even down to, listen, after this P. Diddy trial is over with, y'all. Check this out. They about to reveal how Bad Boy and the Notorious B.I.G., all right, was built off of this other rap group that came out of Mississippi, bro. Hit the like button. If y'all know what I'm talking about, it was a rapper named the Notorious B1. Hit the like button. Strategic drop. The Notorious B1. All right, and he had a group called the Dope Boys, and they were from out of Mississippi. All right, and this was back in the early 90s. All right, and the Notorious B1 was hired by P. Diddy, all right, for artist development. Hit the like button. Strategic drop. The Notorious B1 is from Mississippi, bro. All right, and they're saying this is where the Notorious B.I.G. Biggie Smalls got his whole style and whole image from Notorious B1, who P. Diddy had down in Mississippi to help Biggie with artist development, bro. And I got the fucking receipts, and everything is about to come out how P. Diddy stole. All right, it was a group down there called, damn, I just said it. I forgot the name of this group, but P. Diddy stole all they shit, the image, everything. All right, and made it his own. All right, and there's a lot of shit that's about to come out about that. Shout out everybody up in here, man. If you know, you know. If you know, you know, man. Shout out all the trolls, man. I appreciate you, Angela. You're doing a good job, baby girl. Shout out Rittler. D Nice. They done put Diddy up. Media Control TV, it's a joke. KP, facts. Everyone guilty. Both cases were federal, right, Angela? Both for the cases. R. Kelly and Diddy. So yeah, like, so it's a lot of shit that's coming out, man. I got some things that I'ma put together, and I'ma strategically drop that because everything that we thought that we knew about the Notorious B.I.G., Diddy, and the whole Bad Boy record label and the motherfucking crew, bro, you have no idea. You have no idea. Check this out. All right. Show y'all something here, man. Shout out the whole Fire Flame Nation up in here, man. All right, check it out, yo. All right, show y'all something here. Strategic drop. All right. This is who they said P. Diddy stole the whole image from this dude right here. The Notorious B1, y'all hit the like button. Strategic drop. Okay. As we see, this is from Mississippi Dope Boys. All right. And we also notice in that song, Down to the Mississippi to the East Coast, Biggie say that in what? In that song Juicy. So it's saying that, okay, the song Juicy was stolen. It was stolen, y'all. All right? This guy right here, the Notorious B1, already came out with that song and that whole moniker as we see Big Daddy and also what? Biggie was named Big Papa. All right, peep the game. Peep the game. They was named he was named the Notorious B1. He was with a group named Mississippi Doughboys. If you notice, P. Diddy came out with who? Bad Boys. Bad Boy Records, Mississippi Dope Boys. The Notorious B1, the Notorious B.I.G. All right? Now, peep the game. It says Big Daddy is a song by Mississippi-based rapper Notorious B1, also known as Notorious Big One, from Mississippi Doughboy's self-titled album released on November 23rd, 1993. We know Juicy ain't come out till 94, right? The song beats samples Juicy Fruit. The song is similar to the more successful hit single Juicy by the Notorious B.I.G. It has been alleged that Sean Diddy Combs, the CEO of the Notorious B.I.G. record label Bad Boy Records, stole the song, the beat, along with the Notorious B1's name and flow. All right? Now, check this out, man. I did a lot of research on this shit, bro. All right? And shit looking real spooky out here, man. Shit looking real spooky, bro. I got the receipts. Shout out everybody up in here. Listen here, bro. I got the receipts. I got the receipts with Kim Porter. From Kim Porter. When Kim Porter was alive, bro. And Kim Porter mentioned the Notorious B1 and how Sean Combs, she said Sean Combs has signed this artist from Mississippi, excuse me, man. I get tongue-tied every time I say that shit. Signed this artist from Mississippi named the Notorious B1 that he was helping, all right, Biggie, for artist development, bro. And I got the receipt. So, yo, it's a lot that's going on here, but I find it very odd and very strange also that this situation comes to the forefront after Diddy is wiped off the stage, though. The whole time Diddy was on the stage doing all this and all that, all these years, nothing was never said. It wasn't until, all right, he got took off the stage and he can't defend himself that all this shit is coming out. But I'm going to bring a lot more information out on it, man. And like I said, man, this ain't got nothing to do with victims. This ain't got nothing to do with sex trafficking or racketeering or anything like that. This is the breakdown, the dismantlement of a black man in this culture. Period. That's all. That's all. This is for Diddy disrespecting everything that these people have gave him. They felt as though Diddy slapped them in the face. You see what I'm saying? So they're destroying the image. Shout out everybody up in here, man. Like, share, subscribe, man. Strategic drop. Listen here, man. Y'all do y'all research on what I just told y'all about the Notorious B1 and what's going on out there and how Sean Combs stole the whole moniker of Mississippi Dope Boys. All right? He stole that whole moniker and made it his own. Crazy work. All the receipts are out there. Like I said, man, everything is scripted. It's what it seemed like. Everything is scripted because whoever would have thought that this situation with Sean Combs and his Bad Boy label and that shit that's going on down there with the Notorious B1 and the Mississippi Dope Boys was going to come to the forefront. Talking about destroying someone's legacy, destroying someone's image. Oh, like I said, it doesn't look like they're through. They're out to destroy the whole Bad Boy legacy that was ever built. The whole legacy of Bad Boy. Because I don't see why this information ain't been come out. What Monica am I talking about? I'm talking about the big boy style, the big pimp. Love it when they call me Big Papa, right? Nah, this man, he stole that. Big Daddy. You see? That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. The moniker from the Notorious B1 was stolen and given to Christopher Wallace. I say it. Biggie, yes, he can write. Yes, he can rhyme. Okay? But we all know and we see how a lot of people come out, a lot of artists come out and say how their songs were stolen, how their image was stolen from higher execs and other record labels and shit like that, and people not in a position. I don't know what happened, y'all. They tried to knock me off, but I got back in. Thank goodness for the VPN, bro. Hit the like button, man. Get everybody back in here, man. Shout out Coco. What's good? And what I was saying right before we got cut out. Oh yeah, we done heard about how SoundCloud artists and things like that have already accused of record executives and artists and labels and shit stealing their music, their style, their image and shit like that. This is why they say, all right, it's not good to just pass out your demos to anybody. All right, now this is how the Notorious B1 allegedly, all right, how his song was stolen and given to Bad Boy. All right, they say that they was giving out demos. And when you giving out demos, all right, and it ain't got the proper paperwork, someone can steal your song, steal your idea, all right, trademark it for themselves. And now they own it and they got the rights to it. You see what I'm saying? This is why the music industry is a dirty game. Someone that you send the music, you thinking that they're trying to help you, when in reality, they stealing and snaking from you. They taking your ideas. We done heard about Drake doing it. We done heard about the Migos doing it. There's so many other artists that have stole SoundCloud artists' music and shit like that. So this is what, okay, happened similar with the Notorious B1 and Notorious B.I.G. and Bad Boy situation, y'all. And like I said, man, it's crazy how all this is coming out. It's crazy how all this is coming out, man. Shout out everybody up in here, man. What y'all think about this, man? Anybody got any questions? Anybody got any questions? Everybody saying free Diddy, right? He ain't do nothing for real. Let's talk about that part for a second. Diddy ain't do nothing. Let's talk about how Diddy ain't do nothing. These are things that they just accusing him of doing. If he really did all this shit, why they ain't find him guilty on all them charges? And like I said, all this evidence that they said that they had. All right, everybody, it should come to everybody's conclusion that this was just a big shit show. Because they said they had all this evidence and they was going to put P. Diddy under the jail. They said that the evidence that they were going to present at this trial, recordings, all right, all kinds of people were going to be testifying. They said that they were going to be playing footage off of hard drives and everything, bro, and we ain't see none of that. None of that. None of that. Yo, it's some weird people up in here, bro. Shout out to everybody up in here, man. I'm telling you, yo, niggas is bugged the fuck out, man. What they on, man? Respect. You see this, yo? That's what I said. Don't be misled. You see that, right? Trump can now deport. See that, right? You see that, right? Stomp on the like button, man. Shout out everybody up in here. Yes, it is hard for us out here, man, and it's gonna get even harder. It ain't gonna get no easier. It ain't gonna get no easier, okay? Because literally, right up under our noses, they done passed the law for us Americans to be deported out of the country, yo. Literally, while everybody all caught up in this Diddy shit and that shit and this shit and that shit, all over there and over there. And literally, right up under our motherfucking eyes, bro. Right up under our noses. We could be deported to another country that we ain't from and we ain't never been there in our life. Make it make sense. I thought you get deported back to where you're from, y'all. Okay? So, is this a way of them saying that they're going to deport us back to where? Africa? Hit the like button. Strategic drop. Let's go. Let's go. Hold up. Hold up now. Alright, so hold on. Slow it down for a second. Slow it down for a second. Let's talk about this. When someone gets deported, right? What do that mean? Strategic information, bro. One of the best to do this. When you get deported back where you're originally from, right? Am I bugging? Wait. When they say, oh, he's going to get deported for doing this crime and for breaking this law, that means you're going back to where you're originally from, right? Right? So, now that the law has been passed, as I strategically dismantle this shit, right? Now that the law has been passed for Black Americans to be deported, where you think they gonna send us back to? Where you think they gonna deport us to? Like I said, when you get deported and face deportation, they're sending you back to where you belong and where you originally from and where your origins originate from. So now that they are passing this law where as though Black Americans can now be deported, you know where we getting deported to, right? You know where they sending us to, right? Strategic drop. Like I said, bro, ain't nobody woke here, bro. Ain't nobody paying attention, man. All right, they gonna send our ass right back to Africa. While everybody talk about, yeah, send them immigrants back where they from. Send them back to El Salvador. Send them back to Mexico and wherever they come from or whatever, right? But they talking about sending us back to motherfucking Africa. And we ain't never been there a day in our life. We ain't never been there a day in our life. We don't know nothing about that shit. Nothing. We won't even know how to survive out there. If they was to deport me or you that was born right here in the United States of America, and they was to deport us to Africa, bro, we wouldn't survive out there. We would not survive out there. That's how you survive. Like I said, yo, Americans got it easy. We got it easy over this motherfucker. Very easy. We'll be over there with no shoes on or none of that shit. Just like them. All this fancy shit that we wearing, switching up shoes and clothes and shit, nigga, all that's over with. All that's over with. You're gonna be over that bitch with some cut off fucking shoes and shorts on, over there mingling, all right, hunting for animals, trying to feed your fucking stomach, carrying fucking water on top of your head and shit. Real rap. Shout out everybody up in here. Shout out the whole nation, because everybody talking about deport them, deport them, deport them, deport them, right? When the main ones that they trying to deport is me and you, of this color right here. Right here. This is who they trying to deport. This is who the ICE is really for. Don't y'all know that? Don't y'all know that? Like I was trying to explain to everybody. When they brought this situation in with ICE, right? With all the immigrants and shit, this is a way of conditioning what's yet to come. This is a way of conditioning what's on the horizon. You see what I'm saying? It's a way of conditioning what we are about to face. A lot of people are in denial. A lot of people don't believe, okay, that government agencies will knock on your fucking door and clear your house out. Y'all got it twisted. This shit going on right now in other countries. Every day, all day. We just been fortunate enough and blessed enough not to go through that shit. You see what I'm saying? People who has been living here in America, all right, are in denial that things like that won't happen. It can never happen. Y'all are going to be the one that's going to fail miserably. Because if you think you can't get a knock on your door, all right, and these government agencies come in and clean out your whole house and separate you and your whole family, you's a lie. You's a lie. And this is what ICE have been doing, right? Strategic drop. Conditioning, right? Ain't this what ICE has been doing? Hit the like button, bro. I'm one of the best to do this. Ain't this what ICE has been doing? ICE has been coming in, illegally taking people that belong here. They've been coming in, taking people, separating people from their families that belong here, that was born here. What that's telling y'all what they gonna do to us? This is conditioning. What is about to happen, bro? ICE ain't got no reason fucking with none of them people that been living over here and people that were born here. They ain't got no business fucking with them people. Like I said, they getting knocked at the door 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, bro, and they cleaning their house out, separating their family. People are never seeing their family and kids and shit again. But we waking up to hours every day, taking this shit for granted. It's families that already have been separated, bro, that have literally, all right, established a whole generation of people in America that has been separated from their family, bro. Somewhere in a fucking box somewhere. Don't nobody even know where they at right now. You see what I'm saying? That shit is fucked up. That shit is weird. You don't do shit like that. And like I said, man, this is a conditioning. This is a preparation for what is about to take place. Possibly at my door and at your door. If they can do it to them, what makes you think they can't do it to us? That shit ain't cool, bro. Everybody from the outside, they looking in, yeah, send them all back, send them all back. Listen here, bro, ain't nothing cool about that shit. Alright, yes, do I honestly believe some of them don't belong here because some of them are very dangerous and a threat to society? Yes, okay, but that doesn't give you a right to take it out on the whole culture and on everybody like they do with us, right? One bad apple spoils a bunch, right? Every time they see a black man with dreads or a hat or fitted hat or some shit, they automatically think that he's a threat, right? When that's not even the case. That's not even the case, and it'd be far from it. But now they done brought the ICE in. All right, ICE is tearing up the United States. ICE is tearing up the United States. Every city, every state in America is being torn up by ICE. All right, and they are targeting individuals that have been living here all their life. They claim that they targeting individuals that don't belong here. But wait a minute. Like I was saying to everybody, didn't they just let all these people over here? Make it make sense. It's a game that they playing with us. They just let all these people over here. They told them to come. They let them come. Then they open up all the doors and give all the goddamn all the funding and shit to all the immigrants. While a regular family on food stamps was getting $200 a month, and they were giving the immigrants $1,100 a month in food stamps. They need no ID, no social security card. Y'all made these rules. We didn't. Y'all put these rules in place. Y'all put these laws in place. When them immigrants got off them buses, when they got off them planes, when they go off them boats, they was automatically subjected to a job, automatically subjected to income, housing, and everything. America put all this on them. And then now they gonna bring in ICE like they doing something. It's all a game, bro. We can't go back when they was letting all these people in New York. They just let them all in. And they gave everybody, they gave all them immigrants funding. People that couldn't even prove who they were. They couldn't prove their name, address, where they were from or nothing. All they had to do was show up. And many of them showed up and showed the fuck out. And you know what happened? They stood in line. They stood in line. They couldn't prove who they were or anything. They could have gave the government any type of name or anything, bro. But they were automatically subjected to funding, housing, clothing, food, hot water, shelter, and everything. And individuals that have been literally living here all their life haven't been presented that same opportunity, yo. And now they acting like they coming in trying to clean them all up and clean them all out. How will y'all just let them all in? Make it make sense. And like I said, bro, they hit us with so much shit, y'all. They will literally send shit over our head and under our feet so fucking quick, fast, and in a hurry. So quick, fast, and in a hurry. Now they trying to flip the script when, like I said, man, they the ones who opened the doors for them to come over here and get housing, shelter, and get funding and get benefits. Right or wrong? Absolutely right. Absolutely right. And like I said, man, when they was giving the average family $200 a month in food stamps, an average family that lived and built their whole life and legacy on the land of America, $200 a month in federal funding, food stamps, right? But individuals that's not from here, don't have no history in America at all, come here and get $1,100 in food stamps. They was getting like $400-500 in cash. They had their own EBT debit cards and shit, everything. They shit took over the systems. Motherfuckers couldn't even find out their food stamp balance and shit like that. Allegedly. Every time they try to call and find out what's going on their card, they hit it, blah, 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 Diddy, respectfully. All right? It was a fucking prompt and an option for their new card, for their shit to be activated and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? They gave them a whole different package. They gave them a whole different package. You know the name of the package? I think the name of the car was like, I don't know what it was in other states, but I know up here, They called it like a sunrise card or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And they was giving them like $1,100 to $1,200 in food stamps, right? Not only that, like I said, they were able to do things that a regular, normal American citizen couldn't get away with. Like standing in front of Home Depot and shit. Let 100 black motherfuckers standing in front of Home Depot and see what happened. See what happened. But 100 immigrants can stand out there all day, right? And post up, right? With book bags and shit on their shoulders. Waiting for contractors and shit to come hire them, right? Right? Come on, yo. Make it make sense, man. Make it make sense. All right? When you got a couple of people, all right, in front of a Home Depot, they could be homeless. Ain't got nowhere to go. They trying to get them out the way. Get them out the way. I don't want them here. But the people of Home Depot is all right with what? All these immigrants standing outside of Home Depot, outside of Lowe's and everything like that, man. It's a strategic plan. It's a strategic plan, bro. Because we couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. If you want to find if you want to find a lot of illegal ones, like y'all claim y'all doing, all y'all gotta do is go to the nearest Home Depot or the nearest Lowe's. Why y'all going in all these people's houses and shit, right? Fucking with people that belong here, right? Cause they let you know that they about to be fucking with us too. And we belong here too. They about to be fucking with us. Cause like I said, man, if they really want the illegals, go to Home Depot. Common sense to tell you they all illegal, right? That's why they out there trying to work, right? Right? Come on, man. Stop the shit. Shout out everybody up in here, man. Nobody mad at no immigrants. Shout out everybody up in here. Definitely ain't mad at them. Okay? Right. It makes no sense, right? Priscilla, you say that the government want to give them $1,100, let them give them, right? But now they're paying your tax. Now they're using your tax dollars to try to round them up and send them back. After they just use your tax dollars to get them funded. Make it make sense, bro. Like, it doesn't make no sense. What is the end game? Respectfully, shout out to you, Priscilla. What is the end game? What was the purpose of you giving out all this funding and then you got to use more funding to try to go send them all back? Why did you bring them over here in the first place if you was going to get them? Like, come on. Like, it don't... I'm just saying, man. It just common sense to me. Like, I'm not going to waste a whole bunch of money on some shit that I know I'm going to have to spend more money to clean up. Like, I don't get it. Bet. Riddler. I check it right now. But shout out everybody up in here, man. I just wanted to share some things with y'all today, man. And Shout out the whole nation, man. I checked the email, Riddler. I ain't see nothing. Shout out Kyra. What's up? Beverly, what's up? They're coming for everyone who doesn't submit to the system. I could believe that. Shout out Mark. Shout out the whole Fire Flame Nation, man. Hold on, y'all. Give me a second. I'm back, y'all. I'm back. So, y'all, what y'all think about this? About the things that I have been breaking down, man. I broke down a lot of vital information, yo. Situation with Diddy, situation with R. Kelly. How it has a lot of similarities, but it ain't adding up. It ain't adding up at all. Now, I mean, they gave R. Kelly major media exposure inside the courtroom. Same courtroom, same federal courthouse in Brooklyn that Diddy is getting tried at. But we don't see that with Diddy. Do not travel alone. I'm going to tell you, this ain't the time to be traveling. I was explaining this to everyone last night, man. This ain't the time to be traveling, man. This ain't the time to be going out, enjoying yourself. I'm just keeping it real, yo. Like, what is we celebrating, yo? You know what I'm saying? I'm just being very, very respectful as I can. You know what I'm saying? What are we really celebrating? You know what I'm saying? Right now, bro, these people are plotting on us in the worst way. We are the most hated country in the world. We are the most hated people on the face of this earth. America. We are the most hated country in the world. The most hated. We are the most hated people on the face of this earth. All them other countries and foreign entities, bro, they can't stand America. They believe we got it good. We take things for granted. We take a lot of things for granted. They believe America is bullies. Never had to really actually go through anything. Never really had to really survive to survive, if you understand what I mean. You see what I'm saying? It's a different type of people that walks the face of this earth, man. You got some people that can survive and some people that actually can't survive, if you know what I mean. You got individuals in America, they can survive, yes, but they have to survive off of the way of technology and the things that have been presented to us. But you have individuals that have been surviving for decades and for centuries without that type of necessities. Without those necessities, you see what I'm saying? You get it. It's people over there right now who don't even have phones, bro. It's individuals over there who don't even have phones. Phones is still, know what I mean, a serious thing to have over there, bro. You know what I'm saying? Shoes. Regular fucking shoes. You heard? Regular shit like that. People over there that's from them poverty-stricken countries, like I said, man, they believe that we was born and living with titties in our mouth. Literally. We got it good. We got it good. Not only do we have it good, all right, a lot of people in them other countries feel as though we have taken our situation for granted. And like I said, man, a lot of countries do not like us at all. They don't like our laws or any of that. We are spoiled. Spiritual warfare is real. Not one holiday in the scriptures. Facts. The last shall be first and the first shall be last. Nice. Anything that is taking your time away from God is a distraction. You give God as much time as you give everything else. You will flourish with overabundance. But shout out everybody up in here, man. I ain't gonna hold y'all much longer, man. Just wanted to tap in. You know what I mean? I fuck around and come back later on, yo. I'll take a couple questions before I leave. Stock up on needs, not wants. Word. This is the last stand for hope. Word. Shout out all my moderators, shout out all my flaming raiders, all my members, man. If y'all not a member yet, what you waiting on, family? Come over here and subscribe, join the Fire Starter family, man. We stomp, step, and stand on real morals and traditional principles. Not only that, man, we got a lot to offer over here, man. A lot of strategic information, a lot of vital information that separates us from a lot of people out there, man. We're gonna be back in the office very, very soon, man. Like I said, man, I'm just waiting for a few things to pass over. We're gonna be right back to it, man. Right back to it. Know what I mean? Most High willing, Most High willing, Most High willing, man. It's like they know when I'm about to end the live, they always come through. Shout out the mascots, man. We got Icy, we got Fat Boy. They love to be on camera. And thank you, Angie, for putting that up. Appreciate you, Roxanne, for that sponsorship and that endorsement on the puppy treats. Appreciate that a lot, man. Appreciate you again, Roxanne, for the endorsement and the sponsorship, man. Thank you for the double 5. Appreciate you. Yeah, man, it's 2 of them. It's 2 of them. They multi-poos. This the girl and this the boy. He don't like grooming and haircuts too much. Shout out Roxanne, man, for the endorsements and sponsorships, man. I appreciate you, man, for endorsing and sponsoring. Do I like my haircut? Yeah, it's alright. It's cool. It's cool, Riddler. Yeah, it's cool. You know what I mean? Since I cut it, you know what I mean? It feels like I released a lot of tension and shit. You know what I mean? Shout out to trolls, man. Yeah. That's what these are, Coco. Maltese poodles. You know what I mean? It's a lot of work, but it's definitely worth it. Once you train them, you ain't gonna have nothing to worry about, man. They are some very highly intelligent, energetic dogs, man. They very intelligent, very smart. They like a lot of love, a lot of affection, man. You know what I mean? I advise anyone who purchase any one of these dogs, you know, if you don't have the time to spend with them, you know what I mean? It's not a dog to have, man. You know what I mean? You want to be able to spend time with these dogs like you spend time with your children. These are the type of dogs they are. They like a lot of emotion, attention, and affection. You know what I'm saying? So these dogs were perfect for me, man. You know what I mean? They helped me get through a lot. Emotional support, mental support, spiritual support, all that, man. I couldn't ask for 2 best friends like these 2, man. They are one of a kind, yo. One of a kind. I wouldn't trade them for nothing, man. I love my kids. These are my children. These are my children, man. For real. These are my children. And you know, when I was coming up and I seen other people that had, you know what I mean, pets and dogs, and I seen how they were so overprotective of their animals. I never really understood, you know what I'm saying, because I wasn't, you know what I mean, in tune. But now that I am in tune, now I understand. You know what I mean? Don't put your feet on my dog. Don't yell at my dog. Don't do no crazy. Nah, bro. You get your ass whooped fucking with my dog, bro. On some real shit. On some real shit, yo. Word up. Fucking nigga up for my dog, bro. Yeah, man. Keep working on it, Coco. He'll be straight in the next couple weeks. Keep doing what you're doing. He'll be good. Calvin, it's a Maltese poodle. Come here, fat boy. Come here. They Maltese poodles. Reason why she looks like this because she was a runt. She was a runt, you know what I mean? When she first was born, you know what I mean? Like she was like this small, like, you know? So she was a runt out of the litter. So that's why I got her. Shout out everybody up in here, man. Like, share, subscribe. We up out of here. Everybody stay blessed and prayed up. Always remember, fear the fire, fear the flames, man. Thank y'all. Thank y'all.